Another month. May is here, is finally here. I don't know for you, but I'm excited to jump into another month and to jump into the month of May after everything that happened in the month of April on an energetic level. I don't know for you, but for me, it was pretty heavy. Thank you so much for watching the video on this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It will definitely help the channel to be more seen by everyone. Like it, leave some comments if you are excited for the next month to come and for what will be revealed to keep doing some change and improving and transforming everything. You can find me as well on my website. You can find me on Fiverr for some psychic readings, for some channeling at the same time as well on the social with Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. What to expect for the month of May? It was an interesting channeling that I had, where I have a vibe to go consult, ask if it would work, the Galactic Federation of Light. If someone would grant me some time, I had a nice talk with Bundle, which is a Mantis. We have some stuff that we have to work on, and it's more like a general sense of what we might hear, see happening all around on the planet. So the first thing that really, the first words, sentence that came to my mind is the lion's head is beheaded. The lion's head is beheaded. I question that because I don't know how it might speak to you, but for me, not necessarily, because I am coming from France. I grew up there, and we had a lot of the Ukrainian history. So when I hear the word lion as a reference, it always comes right away into more automatically. I put the link, the connection with England. So the lion's kid, maybe the lion's head is beheaded. Well, you know what? That was an interesting turn of words. The lion's kid instead of the lion's head. So maybe it's going to be with William or Harry. Who knows? But it makes me think about the British monarchy. I don't think that it's necessarily going to be literally beheaded. I do not wish anything like this. It's been revealed that he has King Charles has a cancer, so that he might die, or that he might resign, that he even do not have a choice, and that is his first son. I don't know why suddenly I wanted to say his first official son. That's interesting. William will become king. I question Bottle Bementis, who was giving me the information. He didn't give me any answer, kind of not surprisingly, because it's, yeah, it can be that, and it can be at the same time that it's connecting with everything else that I'm going to say as well, so that more things are crumbling down. So many more lies, not as good as before, in the way that the illusions created with the matrix of the reptilian. This is something that I heard from someone. I forgot who said that online. If it was on TikTok or on YouTube. No, I think it was on TikTok. And it comes from someone else. I think this is a channel. I'm not sure, so it's not coming from me. But I really like the distinction. Using the words the matrix from the reptilian, because it's true that Earth as a school planet has a matrix by itself with what we have to experience, but it's not the same one as the one that the reptilian has created, with all the elites, all of the manipulations, all the wars and the destructions, everything to pump up all of the negative and low energy as possible. The reptilian matrix is losing, is not as good as before at creating lies for the collective to see and to believe. So that's a good thing. They are getting weaker and weaker, but and in that way, nothing is what it seems. Does that mean that we can easily, or the collective, or more of the collective, can see through the lines now that the veil is kind of crumbling more down? So more awakening in that way? Possible. I like that one. It was a good one with the choice of words. Taylor Swift is gonna hold on, is gonna shaking things up. Is shaking things up. Something will come up from her. So yes, by the time that I do the recording, hold on, we are Thursday, and I did the channel on Tuesday. So the new album was already out, but shaking things up, like being a tool, she is a tool um, to help at the matrix, the reptilian matrix, to crumble down in that way. Oh, there's a new timeline effect. So have to be aware of our feelings, of what we see around, if there's going to be some glitches, or that we really going to feel a difference. I start to feel a difference even from myself. Like I said, more will fall in disgrace, more will be revealed on all sides, in all of the kind of directions. More will be revealed, and more will fall into disgrace, which has already started to happen now for us, because this is kind of what we will witness. What we have to do, all of that, and that includes me. It's really now the time to be, and to be more true to who you are, but to your true self. To be more when I say the true you, which is really the true you, it's the one who truly aspire to become a better being with kindness, compassion, and unconditional love, but for everyone, including the one who are the perpetrator, the persecutor, which is the hardest part. I said it many times, but that's what will make a difference first for our own self. Unconditional love is in everything. And I said it in one of the previous videos. I think I mentioned in a video of April's prediction, when it was all about working on abandonment and rejection, feelings, issues. In the darkness, in chaos, light exists. It's coming from the source. There is no difference in that. It's time now to upgrade at the same time our feelings towards the ones who are inflicting pain, to work on a better understanding with everything that is going to happen, with all of the reveals that are going to keep coming. But I mean, there's going to be more. Some are going to be more in your face, like you really cannot deny, or you cannot ignore it. So for many, it will be kind of an awakening, or for some, it was maybe already started to awaken, but with what will be revealed, with what is going to happen in the month of May, apparently, it is going to be difficult for some people to assimilate the information, to assimilate the truth, and to get it. And with what I can channel, probably those people of the collective, those persons are maybe not, I don't know why I want to say on the innocent side, on the victim side maybe, but they're more on the perpetrator of the pain. Those people are going to need our unconditional love, our compassion, and our kindness. It's going to be time for us to step up more into that role. The second point for us to work on, it's time to start to heal our past lives as the perpetrator, because we all experience everything, all the different levels. When we are walking on this path of self-discovery, of healing pains and traumas and karma and understanding, it is so vital, and sadly, but kind of obviously, we are walking into the footsteps of a victim. And this is the majority of the experience. I'm not saying that's the only, but that's the majority of the experience in this life and in the past and the past and the past. We are doing, and I'm really wishing that you are all working on yourself, but we are working, and same for me, on the victim side of the pain that we had, of understanding it, of healing it, and clearing the karma, of understanding if you can find someone to do past life regression, or if you can do it yourself, you can visualize at the same time and experience what happened as well. So adding into the work of healing and understanding, which is nice. And this is something that's going to be layers after layers. It's kind of an endless work. The light and the darkness exist everywhere and in everyone. We have not just experienced what it feels to be a victim. We have experienced what it feels to be the one inflicting the pain. Let's not forget that side, which is a 2-2-2-2 on the timer, which is a big one. This is something that we all have contracted. If it's at least one past life that we have been a perpetrator, we are here to experience everything. So it's not just experiencing the toughness, the bad, the pain. It's to experience as well joy, happiness, and all the bright and the beautiful. But it's to experience both sides. Well, a coin has more than two sides, but well, that works too. That it's to experience all the sides of that coin. And I started to work on my own self. So I created an activation code. So I will call up to bring to the surface past lives as the perpetrator or the persecutor, so I can understand what I was starting to feel according to the talk that I had with my higher self on the work that I keep, or the direction that I need to keep adding or to go with my own healing, that it was time now to include that side as well. So it's interesting timing, I would say, that for everyone, that apparently what is going to happen in the month of May, by working, exploring, and understanding and visualizing, for whoever can do that with their past lives, or even if it's in this present life, being a persecutor, a perpetrator, understanding why it has been contracted to experience it. This is something that you might have contracted that experiencing, or that it has been contracted for you to be the perpetrator for someone else. You accepted it to be the perpetrator, to inflict pain to someone, singular or plural, because they ask you to before reincarnation happened. So going and understanding and visualizing it, feeling it, it's about healing that part as well, because this is part of who we are. Whether it is completely from past lives or whether it is from this present life, it has to be healed as well. It has to be included. And I like what Elizabeth April came up with, the word of fractals, of when we have traumatic events that ourselves, our soul is getting fractured, becoming fractal and separated themselves. I don't think that I heard her talking about when we are the perpetrator, but I wouldn't be surprised. So this is me saying, I wouldn't be surprised that it's the same thing. It's another fractal created and existing because of the pain, no matter what kind happened and what we did, is going against the law of kindness, compassion, and conditional love of light. So in that way, it is creating a separation as well. So it it is more than worthy to go explore, understand, and heal, and to bring back that fractal to ourselves as well. So this is a huge part. This is something that, like I said, I started. I did the activation code on Tuesday, the same day that I did the channeling for the video. And the for now, the first past life came up the next day, the next morning. So it wasn't completely 24 hours, but it took less than a day for me to have one of my past life as a persecutor coming up to the surface and to be able to visualize, to feel, to understand. I had a very interesting, uh, unexpected revelation, understanding of how to behave or how not to behave when you are facing one of your past selves being a persecutor. And I say that because I experience it, and I experience the side effect, which I'm happy that I was able pretty quickly to correct the situation and that it was a happy ending for me. But this is something to be aware of. So I'm going to talk about that in another video because I would like to work on another past life. I would like to do a past life regression for at least another one as being a perpetrator. So I have a different kind of the one that I was, the one that I visualized and experienced. So I have really a better, proper understanding of giving you the tips. But I'm just going to say that right now. It's just do not handle a situation exactly the same way as you would when you go visit one of your past selves, but as a victim. Be gentle. So this is pretty much everything. I check the notes. Yeah, it's really by working on ourselves past lives as perpetrator, it's gonna be easier for us to, well, first to keep moving and go deeper in our own healing and becoming closer and closer from our real true self, who we really are, but of really embracing a being full of kindness, compassion, and unconditional love, but for everyone, including the one who are perpetrating the pain, which is the most difficult part, and which is something that we're going to see more happening by understanding our own past lives perpetrator. So inflicting pain, it's gonna first, we're gonna keep um, bringing our frequency higher, but we are gonna be, I don't know why I want to say armed, but we have more tools to really assist others with all of the unconditional love that we need. And this is something that you will not be able to do or to do properly if you do not understand yourself and to heal. That's everything that I can say for the month of May. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know why I wanted to say right away that maybe prepare some popcorn because it's gonna feel like being in the movie, except it's not gonna be a movie. It's gonna be the reptilian matrix crumbling more down, and then we're gonna see more and more truth coming up. Thank you so much, and see you next time.